Solving proportions using number chips. This is a digital lesson, and this one is the Thanksgiving version. So the instructions are on slide 2. Students are going to start on slide 3. So they're going to be moving these movable numbers onto their screen to solve these proportions. Now each one covers a letter. Those letters will be used at the very last slide in order to solve a Thanksgiving riddle. So we're going to start just by solving these proportions, and these we can solve by scaling up and scaling down. So here we can see that if we multiply 3 times 4, we get 12. So 4 times 4 is going to equal 16. So we just click and hold on the edge of the 4, move it into place. And it's really important what the color and the number is so that they cover the correct letter. So here we have 25. We know we're going to divide by 5. So 35 divided by 5 is 7. And so on. And they're going to use every number on every slide. They're going to do the same thing on the next slide. If they get to the end of a slide and the numbers aren't working, they know they made an error somewhere and they need to go back and check. Now these we can't scale up or scale down when we get to slide 5. They're going to have to use means and extremes. And one way you could explain this to the students is the numbers that are diagonal across from each other are going to have the same products. So 8 times 5 is 40, 20 times 2 is also going to be 40. 9 times 4 is 36, so 12 times 3 will be 36. So that's one way to solve that. And they're going to use every number chip. They're going to do the same thing on the next slide. When they get to slide 7, they're going to be determining whether these tables are proportional. So they're going to look at the x and the y values. So here we can see that we take our x value, we're going to multiply times 5. This works 3 times 5, 5 times 5, 7 times 5, and 9 times 5. So on each of these, the x value is multiplied by 5. That means it's a proportional table. They're going to click on yes, and then come up here to the fill color feature, and they're going to choose any color they like to show their answer. Now the next one, we can see that we're multiplying our x value times 3. That works here, but it doesn't work here. So the table is not proportional. We highlight no, come up here, again, choose a color to show the answer. And they've got 2 more tables on the next slide. Now when they get down to the very last slide, they have all of these number chips with different colors. So they have to go back through the previous slide. When they find, for example, this 9 blue, they're going to move it to the side and there will be a letter underneath. If they have placed all of these numbers correctly, they will solve the riddle, what key has legs and can't open a door? So that is the lesson on solving proportions with number chips, the Thanksgiving version.